my god. The deposition for William Hinman is actually tomorrow, and the prices are just absolutely pumping to the sky, with XRP hitting highs of 67 cents, the current price of XRP being 63 cents, of course, USD. Now, before we jump right into the video, we have some very exciting content, so make sure you watch till the end of the video. So much news coming out today, and it is just one very fantastic video. I do want to mention I'm not a financial or legal advisor, so don't take any of this as financial or legal advice. And please support the channel and XRP by smashing the like button, commenting your ideas, and subscribing to my channel with post notifications on to get the latest and most trending crypto, XRP, Ripple news. And let's jump right into it. It is official. The William Hinman deposition that has been ruled, that was supposed to be a few weeks ago, and that was actually postponed upon an approval with obviously SEC and Ripple. They discussed the date, and that date was the 27th of July. And we are actually going to be on the 27th of July tomorrow. I do want to quickly mention I will be going live tomorrow as well, so make sure you guys are ready. Put your post notifications on and subscribe to my channel to be able to participate in that live stream. We're going to be answering a lot of your questions and actually telling you guys what is most likely happening in this whole SEC versus Ripple deposition questioning that's happening. So it's definitely something exciting. But back on to the SEC versus Ripple case. Of course, as I said, Hinman will be depositioned tomorrow, and he will be asked some very key questions, which we aren't yet told exactly what they were. But during the telephonic conference that was actually public to everybody about this whole deposition, questions that were possibly going to be asked were mostly about the 2018 speech that William Hinman actually made, where he officially stated that Ethereum was not a security, and he also did the same about Bitcoin. And that basically is the gist of this whole deposition. Now, questions that might be linked to it are questions like, what did you guys speak about between you and the Ethereum banders a week prior to the speech? These questions were not officially clear to whether they were allowed to be or whether they weren't allowed to be asked to William Hinman. But we did find out is that all the questions that are going to be answered are going to be, all the questions that were going to be or are going to be asked are going to actually be answered fully and completely by William Hinman. And this was actually stated in the letter that they sent to the judge, the obviously group letter that they sent from the Ripple and the SEC side combined into one letter to Judge Netburn. Now, that being said, we also seen the SEC obviously rebuke and fight that whole William Hinman idea by saying William Hinman in that speech was clearly stating only his own views and not the SEC's views. With that being said, that means a few things. First off, it means Ethereum is still undecided, and this is actually what they said in the telephonic conference. They said the SEC is still undecided about the Ethereum and Bitcoin foundation to whether they are securities or non-securities. That is a major point, because if the SEC is able to lose against Ripple in this lawsuit, then they will be the only official cryptocurrency that is 100% regulated and that is 100% agreed upon by the government. Something that we also got that was huge was obviously the SEC versus Ripple. The SEC rebukes own commissioner's views ahead of William Hinman's deposition. What does this mean? Well, we got two of the very big commissioners that are part of the SEC team, and they actually decided to officially, come out publicly and put out a statement where they basically said the SEC did not give Ripple the clarity it should have, and that the fair notice should actually apply to Ripple. So guys, in short, basically Ripple decided to use the public statements that were made by these two major commissioners that were part of the SEC that basically said that they should be given the fair notice defense, send that letter to the judge, and the judge obviously is, I don't know if she's seen them yet, but it's probably going to be something that shocks her. And it's a very huge win for Ripple. And like Jeremy Hogan said, he did say it was a key from heaven or something of that sort because of how big this actually is. And as you guys can see a bit of this article, it says, Ripple has scored a series of wins in recent weeks. The long-awaited deposition of William Hinman, ex-SEC Director of Corporation Finance, is scheduled for tomorrow, which is just major once again. So Ripple in general has been getting wins back to back to back, and it definitely makes me believe that we are going to just destroy this lawsuit if the SEC decides not to settle. There's basically right now two options. Either the SEC settles or they just keep on fighting till the death. And obviously, they're going to be out of the game very quickly because, as you guys can already see, Ripple has been scoring constant victories while the SEC has been losing every single battle. And this brings us on to the next topic that I wanted to come on and discuss because of its possible linkage between this whole deposition with William Hinman and Gary Gensler. So a few hours ago, we did get a tweet here by Jeremy Hogan's, which is basically like the attorney lawyer that summarizes everything for the whole XRP holders and investors. So he says, what are the chances the chair of the SEC, Gary Gensler, joins Twitter the same day that the director of enforcement, Gruel, officially starts in charge of litigations on the day before the deposition of former director Hinman? Conspiracy theory awaits. What does that really mean? And again, it's something very interesting. I'm not going to say anything yet because nothing is really firm fact. And like Gary Gensler or like Jeremy Hogan says, conspiracy theories, guys. We don't want something to come out. I don't want to go ahead and provide you guys a conspiracy theory. So until we get some concrete detail, then we will go ahead and bring it up once again. But here's the Twitter, guys. Gary Gensler is actually him, guys. It's actually him. Father of three, 33 chair SEC government, committed to protecting investors and fair market. Obviously, it's disclaimer. And look at this, 5 hours ago. 5 hours ago. I'm new here on Twitter. A little about me. I'm a dad of three, avid runner and hiker, and the 33rd chair of the SEC government, which is obviously the tag for the SEC on Twitter. If you have any interest in the investors' protection or in fair, orderly, and efficient markets, then shoot me a follow. Something that actually caught my attention here is if you actually go and click on this disclaimer, and this was actually brought up in a tweet as well here, it says, the SEC social media disclaimer, unless specifically indicated otherwise, social media content expresses the author's views only and not necessarily those of the commissions, other members of the commission, or other staff. Content posted on social media is not a rule, regulation, or a statement of the commission, and the commission has neither approved nor disapproved of such content. Retweets, follows, or likes by the SEC's social media account should not be construed as an endorsement of any individual group or entity by the SEC staff or the commission, paid for by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Now, I believe 100% that this got put up because of this whole William Hinman deposition issue, where basically William Hinman decided to come out, clearly state, like, you know, as you guys can see the speech, it's up still. Everything is still up. He clearly came out and stated, you know, Ethereum is not a security. Ethereum is not a security. And every time somebody would go and ask the SEC about Ethereum, the SEC would basically send them all the way to the speech. And so people decided to think that and believe that, because that's what the SEC was showing, that the speech basically represents the commission's views. So after obviously all this happened, and as you guys can see, we see all the depositions now happening and the judge actually agreeing because of what's going on, they started to put out this SEC social media disclaimer, which basically is a method to, you know, block any other people or any other entities from saying and using that excuse of, yeah, look at this guy, he talked about a speech and it looks like it's representing the SEC, especially since William Hinman did not say that he was not representing the SEC. So again, some very interesting things here that they're doing because of this whole SEC vs Ripple case. I just thought I'd include this in the video because of its major impact in the whole cryptocurrency space, and everybody's been constantly talking about Tether. Tether is officially going to get a hit, and this is because the Tether executives are now going to face criminal probes and bank fraud because of the things that they've been doing. I don't want to go into too much detail. You guys can look it up on your own. But in short, guys, obviously there were funds that decided we're not going to be in the bank and we're going to be in somebody else's pocket, and this is what it is in short. But I guess the best part about it is that they have some nice little Tether cafes where you can spend your Tether money on a few cups of coffee. I can't wait for the XRP army to actually open up their own XRP cafes, or maybe just, you know, the Ripple team open XRP cafes. That would be absolutely amazing. And I know if they open any in, you know, any nearby areas that I live in, I'm going to definitely go ahead, get myself 1 cup of XRP coffee and take a sip of it while relaxing on my nice, chair, chilling with all the XRP in the wallet. And maybe even pay with XRP to buy the coffee. That would just top everything up. Alright guys, that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I obviously want to let you guys know to please follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be posting so much news on there. I'm also going live tomorrow, right when the deposition happens, as you guys heard. So make sure you are subscribed, smashing that like button, and commenting your thoughts down below. As well, guys, we are officially creating the biggest, and I mean the most humongous cryptocurrency Discord in the market. So all you have to do is obviously join the Discord. Link is down in the description. We're going to try and make this community as active as possible. Share it to your friends. Join the Discord. Follow me on Instagram as well. All my social media links are down below. And we are going to have the blast of a lifetime. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's amazing, fantastic live stream. Crypto Geek out.